So, welcome everyone for our new Star Cup round, baby. Welcome to Abu Dhabi for round 9 of this Star Cup season. So, I hope you're having a good day, good evening, good everything you want. And yeah, before going any further into the qualifying session and a race, let's see who I am. I'm Gavin Chow here, a full-time commentator for this season in Star Cup, the second season on F125. And we hope to have some good and clean racing tonight for Star Cup. 17 drivers on the grid. Maybe 18th will join later on. But yeah, I was not there last week for commentary. I was a bit sick, and I don't want you guys to listen to that, to me talking while I was sick. So it was better taking the week off last week. But we're back here around 9, Abu Dhabi. We hope to have some good racing and some good qualifying. Well, little thing to mention. We know that I don't know, just 18 minutes qualifying after we have a 50% race, 29 laps around Abu Dhabi, and that's pretty much it. We'll go see the standings while the people are doing the half lap. So standing after Qatar around 8, where it was not there. Kendrick still leading with 115 points. AZ second, Teddy third. AZ 80 points, Teddy 77. After we have WZ 477 and Germany 573. We'll have a 668, 66 for Maestro, and a 159, Jordan 32, and Jordan 25 is the top 10 of Star Cup. In the Constructors' Championship, we have As still leading, 172 points, over Mercedes that have 147 points, Red Bull third with 106, McLaren 84 in fourth, and Ferrari 73 in fifth. That's top 5 Constructors and top 10 Drivers' Championship here for you guys. And we'll see who's going to be the first one to start. Lap is going to be my boy TRP from LSR and from Star Cup. Let's go. I said, hope you'll pass a good evening with me watching some F1 game racing. And Aston Martin already starting his lap. Obviously, we saw in real life the last Grand Prix of the season of 2025. Lando Norris here, a new full-time world champion in Formula 1. I don't know what to think about it, but he's champion. GG's to him. Congrats. That's it. Congrats to Mr. Norris. We'll see in 2026 what we can have in Formula 1. Now it's going to be Sector 2. The areas on the second one of this track already. They're going to end up Sector 2 is going to be 53.720. We'll see up in the second sector for the moment. We'll see what's going to be his first banker, his first lap on the board tonight. We'll find. Probably going to be a bit packed driver, we'll see. I said here, trying not to put it in the wall here at the Latifi corner. Now last corner, no more ERS. Can be used by the Aston Martin driver on the line. It's going to be a 125.3. We have a Racing Bull just behind 24.0 from my boy Billy in the Racing Bull. We have Trophy coming in at the end of his lap. I saw Red Bull, I think it was crossing the line, but no. Trophy's going to be a 25.631. P3 for the McLaren at the moment, obviously. And so invalidated his lap. We saw it at the bottom right of the screen on the minimap. He's going to maybe try over again. You have Zicario on the lap, but it's not so. I think we'll follow Zicario. It's going to be the next one to cross the line. In that Sauber. The green flashy car. We also added the real F1. We had like after season test, I could call it like this already. Where we saw some rookies and Adjo and Red Bull and stuff. Interesting. That was interesting. But now Zicario coming to the line in that Sauber. Can he beat Billy? No, he can't. 24.543. It's 5 tenths behind the Racing Bull. I'm gonna try it again. We'll have some other drivers before. I think so. They have Jonah, the American. Last quarter for him. What's gonna be on the line? 24.554. 10,000 seconds behind Vicario. Battery for Jonah. The DRS, the Maestro, qualifying for the only time of the season. He's qualifying in his last race in Star Cup this season. For the Maestro, on the line, it's gonna be a 23. 141 stick and 416. 1416. And for the first time, this one will count for real. A new driver here, H-Town Realtor, replacing the Sauber tonight. We'll see what he can do. So G-Wolves one of his first Grand Prix in the Star Cup. I don't know if he raced last week because I was not there, but he's pretty new to this competition also. The Ferrari coming to the line now. Last corner for him, number 24 on the line. It'll be a 26.958, pretty far away from everyone else. We have Matto, still there, that realtor guy. We have Kendricks in the pits, so Jonah. So we'll follow Realtor. In real life, we also saw that Norris gonna take number 1 and not keep his number 4. And also we'll see Verstappen what he's gonna pick as a number for next season. Maybe 3, maybe 33, maybe 69. I don't know. On the line, Realtor coming. Gonna be a 25.078 P5 for him at the moment. Now Matto, the Finnish driver on the lap. Gonna follow him. We know his pace, we know what he can do. And that pink has. But we'll see what he can do tonight in Abu Dhabi. Last corner for him. And it's gonna be a 1:23.8 P2, 4/10 behind the Maestro. We have FSK2 bike. Last corner for him. His teammate is in P9. Can he beat it? Yes, he can. P7 for Sky2 bike. There you go. You have Teddy and Leader Liebach. Leader Liebach coming pretty soon at the end of his lap. The Ferrari letting him pass. Fair play from the Ferrari driver. Now last corner for the Williams. Leader Liebach. It's going to be a 25.661, but I don't think it was a really representative lap. Seeing how he uses battery, but I don't know. There's the Alpine Nguyen on the lap at the moment. 29.2 in the first sector for him. I don't know if you have anyone else. I think Teddy was on the lap. The Red Bull of Teddy will follow him. We know his pace also. He can have a good pace. We'll see if we can have it in Abu Dhabi also for the Red Bull driver tonight. Always interesting to have some night race. I feel like it's cool. And Teddy's going to have a very good lap, 23.685. It's P2. It's 2/10 away from Maestro, and a bit less than that in front of Lava Matto. And Maestro, he's putting even more good lap time, 23.256 from the Williams driver. That's magnifico. His teammate is on the lap. Now he's using some ERS. Last corner for him. Also the Alpine in front. That'll be a P7 for the Liebach here. 24.743, improved by a lot on his previous lap time. And Greg did the 38.8, clearly not a real lap time. Maybe he did some mistake or just warm his tire during a second prep lap. I don't know, but we have another one starting his lap time in that Racing Bull FC McBailey. It is presented to lead in the 4th position, but he slide here. I think I saw him slide out of turn 1. We'll still follow him. Was looking at Billy where he was while another one was starting his lap. Also follow the Racing Bull driver. Also, I'm pretty excited to see the livery for next season and all the car will looks a bit from each team. We already know in real life some dates that the team gonna reveal their The livery, I think, may start as early as January, like Red Bull and stuff. It's gonna be very interesting. Yeah, we already saw some people in the after season testing some characteristic of the 2026 car onto the 2025 car. I don't know if it works for real, but still. And now another one is still in his lap. Pretty good. Using all the track he can, managing in a good way his ERS. Now last corner for him on the line. It's gonna be a 124.0 P5 just behind his teammate, 7,000 a second behind Billy, and that's a superb point. What a moment! Can we have a Kendricks invalidated his lap here? The Canadian driver invalidated. Rain 2K reserving the 9 in the LP. I don't think he's on a real lap here, seeing is the time in the first sector compared to other one times in the first sector. I think Jonah just moved up. Yep, Jonah 23.7658. That's an improvement almost for Jonah. That's putting him into P3. TRP on the lap at the moment, improving. I think it was improving in this last lap. 25.040 was his improvement. What we have? We have some people doing other lap. Let's follow Kendrick. Kendrick's on the lap at the moment. Rain. Also, we can follow him. Like I said, I don't think he's on a real lap, but we'll still see. But yeah, that's looking good for him. We'll follow Kendrick's. Kendrick's have DRS. Yo, Chenzo. Hope you're doing well. Okay, a slipstream from Jonah. That's it. Some team tactics here, like we saw in real life with the Red Bull team. Kendrick's having a slipstream from Jonah here to this straight line. They're gonna help Kendrick's surely maybe try to match DRS Maestro time. And I'm gonna note that AZO is not there tonight. Still a big contender, contender to the win. That she's not there. Last corner now for Kendricks. Can he beat the Maestro time on the line? 23.3. It's 110 away from the Brazilian, if he's Brazilian, but yeah, Brazilian flag on this score. Anyway, thank you. And Billy improving to third place, 23.401 from Billy 14 here. Lava not improving, not on the lap at the moment. Lava Mato, the finished driver. Licario, don't think on lap either. Have anyone else? Can I see the time, please? Can the yellow flag can we remove the yellow flag, please? That would be nice. Either back or new lap, I think here. He improved last time. Remember, trophy. Moving a bit in sector 1. We can follow him. And going after the real lap time. Yeah, I think it's pretty much it. It's pretty much this guy or nothing. I think Realtor improve here. 24.332. I wasn't looking at it. The whole trophy. Not improving in sector 2. But can he improve in sector 3 for the McLaren here? We'll see where he can place his car. But he's not looking in the, I think, I think not gonna be finishing really much this lap. I think yeah, you're gonna avoid it. Going to the pits, starting to try a new set of tires and trying again after that. The car in real lap time. Pretty much everyone's in the pits. 3 minutes 20 left. I think. Yeah. Everyone's gonna go to the pits, put new tires. We'll be ready for the last tentative in this qualifying session here. I think just Menzel's on lap. We'll see. Jonah retired, so not more than P5 for Jonah here. A maximum P5 and no more slipstream for Kendricks either from the Jonah. No more than P5, no more slipstream for Kendricks. We have a moment where nothing happening. Sorry for the sound. But Men's on the line is going to be a 25-3, but clearly not the representative lap, in my opinion, for him. He will just have to wait a bit for people to start their last flight lap of the session. Teddy out on the half lap. We have also Tjerk on the half lap. Maybe the leaders on the lap. We'll follow the leader lead back. We'll see for the real lap. We'll have to wait. It's really not clear who's on the lap or not for me. Pretty hard to follow, in my opinion. We'll see the leader lead back on the last corner. Can he improve? Yes, he can. 24.319. It's 4/10 of an improvement for the Williams. To the other lap, improving by a 1/10. 110 in the first sector, almost 110 and a half, and we start seeing all the drivers waving to prepare the tires for the last run. And Teddy invalidated his lap. I didn't see that. But he invalidated, you're gonna have to start all over again. TRP just improved by 3:10.25. Oh. No, it was last time, but not improving in that first sector here. 4/10 behind his previous lap, so that's not looking good for TRP. Maybe he's gonna abandon this lap. Yeah, he's gonna do it. Man's trying again. No, not the real lap. That was the lap. I think no, still on the prep lap. Still on a prep lap, so we'll see who's gonna be the first one. I think Billy just started lap. Yeah, Billy starting his lap right now. Let's go. The racing will follow the man himself, Billy Fullstein. The DRS also started his lap. The Maestro starting his lap. We have the two in sequence, Billy and the Maestro. It'll be very interesting to see two drivers that could take pole position here in Abu Dhabi. DRS and ERS using it all on that full straight line. That's the most important part of the track for sure. Having the most, maybe the highest top end speed, and also negotiating the slow corners in a perfect way is really important. Now the clock is at 0-0. It's last chance for everyone to set a lap time, improving by 6,000 a second in the second sector for Betty. He'll have to find more time in that third sector if he wants to get that pole. TRP is finished for him. Kendrick's also finished. No pole position for Kendrick tonight. When he validated here, he's gone too wide. Billy, his lap won't count. Now the Maestro improving also by 16,000 seconds in the second sector. Can he improve more in that third sector and confirm his pole position? Already Kendrick and Billy is finished for them. But can he confirm it even more? The Maestro on the line. 23-0. 2/10 of an improvement. That's looking to be a pole for him. Provisional pole at the moment for the DRS Maestro. Although our Teddy in the last corner. Dubsy up to P5. 23.704. Teddy's going to be at 23.412. But he can't go higher than P4 here. Matt on the line is going to be P4. 23.406. That's very close from Billy. And very close from Teddy here for Lava Matzo, but it's finished already. Everyone's out of time. Real tour for his first qualifying against P8. But for his only qualifying of the season, the Maestro is going to start on pole position. 3/10 in front of Kendricks. With Billy following in P3, Lava and Teddy. This three guys, Billy, Lava, and even Kendricks, are separated by like less than half of a tenth. That's crazy. Dubsy 6-7 for Jonah, 8, 9, and 10. There you go. Real Thor, another one, and Leader Lee bag. You can see the rest of the standings of this qualifying session here in Abu Dhabi. Now we'll have obviously a little time between the two session for the drivers to set a strategy, put a good amount of fuel in the car, and maybe tweak their setups if necessary. And we'll see if we have some rain, even if it's really rare in Abu Dhabi. We don't have any rain, obviously. We was expecting. We would, yeah, we could have predicted. At the beginning, we'll have a bit of sun, and more will advance through the race. The sun gonna disappear. And disappear. That's pretty much it. We'll just have to wait now for the race to start, baby. Round 9 of Star Cup. Including this round, we have 4 races left. We have Abu Dhabi tonight, and after we'll have Singapore, Bahrain, and Italy. But which one? I don't know, but Italy. That's the calendar for this season remaining. We'll see. Like I said, I pretty much already talked about the real life F1 subjects, with Lando being you're a new world champion. And the after season test. Also, I can talk about Marco being fired, but now we have the race. 5 red lights! And we're racing here in Abu Dhabi. We'll put the tires on. There you go. We're all set. Kendrick's taking the lead already into turn 1, and Bailey's following. Kendrick's Maestro going wide to turn 1. He's down to P3. But the one star by Kendrick, sit down Mercedes, taking the lead into turn 1. Okay, you drivers down the lead, and Lava trying to pass Maestro also. And Maestro now down to 4th. That's the worst start possible for Williams here. That can be possible. Dawsey up to 5th. Eddie, Jonah, another one, and Jonah also battling here. Another one is in front of the Mercedes. And even the Red Bull, another one getting P6. And Maestro getting pressured by the other ass behind him also. Dubsy trying to follow his teammate. And now we have a yellow flag behind. I think it's Rain or Trophy. Trophy have no more front wing. And also TRP have some damage, I think. Yes, you have. You have the strategy here. Surely we're going to see most of the drivers doing 2-stop. We'll see if some try to 1-stop tonight. But Kelly's now leading Billy and Lava following, with Maestro down to 4 now. Maestro with his hard tires clearly didn't have a good start. Medium, add more grips and more grip. And Dubsy also on the R's. The two drivers on the grid starting on R's. The rest are on medium, like you see on the left part of the screen. So yeah, now they're very close. We'll see position change now. You can see 3 position lost by Maestro. Third already second penalty. 3 gained by another one. 2 lost by Teddy. 4 gained by Menzo. 2 lost by Jonah. 3 lost by Reactor. 4 won by the 2 Ferrari. And 3 lost by 3 gained by Orain, 3 lost by Scario, TRP 3 lost, Surfer Rio 5 lost now with the pit stop. So yeah. Surfer Mourinho and TRP with the odds at the back of the field. Billy trying to put pressure on Kendricks. Not gonna try any move for the moment. Now top 5 with the 2 Haas. Top 6 with 2 racing bulls. That's interesting, maybe for a team game. But Billy is now very close to Kendrick. Steady go around the inside of this turn. Side by side. And the racing was the Mercedes. But Kendrick keeps the lead here. That's a very close fight between the 2 drivers. A rookie and a veteran. A young talent. And the old man. I'm a bit harsh with Kendrick's here. Not that old compared to the drivers that we have in this league, like Skydo Bike. Anyway, Dubsy with the fast lap. I mean, on R's, so R's are not that bad at the start. It seems for Dubsy, fastest lap for him. That's pretty good. I'm the Canadian driver. With back Leo Liebeck and Jonah battling. Leo Liebeck taking the position on the Mercedes. Up to P9 for the Williams driver in front of the American driver from the Jonah. Can Billy try to move again into this corner on the inside again? As Billy taking the lead here. Can Kendricks try to switch back? Oh, he can't, he stays behind, but he's gonna have DRS. Yes, you have it. Can Kendricks take it back? Around the outside now, he's gonna go like Piastri, but a bit easier than that. Kendricks back to P1 here. Gonna be like I like to say, it's gonna be a ping pong match until the end. Ping pong game, exchanging position for a bit of a time now. It's gonna be exchanging position for a good amount of time between Billy and Kendricks. That's for sure. We'll still have the others behind Mato, Maestro, Dubsy, Teddy, Underwood, Menzo, all not too far away. With the DRS train, Jonah getting a 3-second penalty already. That race. Not good for him. The other race in France that I commentated in Abu Dhabi didn't have so many penalties, so we'll see if we have some here. And Teddy now up to B5 in front of Dubsy. Medium are better on the Teddy card. Ferrari behind, having some problems. Jewel, but now he don't have any damage. But maybe he did a mistake by himself. But Maestro is pretty aggressive on Mato. But now Teddy and Dubsy are side by side through this corner, and it's gonna be dangerous. And yeah, Dubsy hit the little cone here, and he's going. Oh, any contact! He was very slow, and Menzo is gone. Menzo is gone to the wall. He lost his front wing. Oh, that's a bad incident. Dubsy, I think, was slowing down to let pass back Teddy or anyone else. And Dubsy was slowing down for a little past Teddy, but he hit Menzo while doing that. Another one now up to P5 with all this, and Maestro having a good gap now between him and the 5th position. 2 seconds out the gap between the Maestro and him, and now Kendricks also got himself a gap in front by of a 1.2 second, 1.1. Oh yeah, big incident here between Menzo and Dubsy. Well, it was not the best looking one, but you know, it happened. I think this happened for a reason, you know. We'll see now if Mato or Maestro can put pressure on the Billy. Billy cannot defend himself with DRS anymore, since Kendricks is 1.3 seconds in front, and the DRS can be only activated when you are less than 1 second gap with the driver in front. Obviously, we'll remember that this last time we have DRS, not last time, but you know, in real life it was last race we have DRS, and in this game we still obviously have DRS. We'll see if they're gonna keep it for the 26 update. Logically, no, but we never know with EA Sports. They're pretty lazy, so they're pretty lazy. EA Sports. Another one is 1.5 now. He's getting back on the Maestro. Teddy's following him with Dubsy also there. Jonah, Realtor, Leo Lieberger, and Skittle right even on the DRS train pretty much. But yeah, it's fluctuating lap for a lap. The gap is changing every lap, obviously. 2 seconds the gap now between Billy and Kendrick. Lap 6 already out of 29 here in Abu Dhabi. We'll go to a commercial. No, that's false. We don't have commercial. We're not on Twitch, so no commercial. That's the beauty of it. Anyway. Oh, and Maestro going for it on the live of Mato. And Maestro's in front now. Maestro making the move, and Teddy also making the move on another one to overtake in one in one picture. Teddy now in 5th, Maestro now in 3rd. Next target for Maestro is my boy Billy. Another one is taking by the position on Teddy around the outside. Can Teddy defend himself around the inside? No, he can't. Another one taking back the P5 here. The two drivers from the Red Bull family battling very hard here for that P5. They're battling for the Red Bull seat next season. No, that's not how it works. Every car is equal, obviously, in most of the leagues that are on this F1 games. Obviously, they want all the drivers to have equal chance, but also some leagues run realistic performance car, but it's a bit of a fancy leagues and a concept league. Anyway, Jonah in the pits. New art tires already for him in that Mercedes, the medium already wear through 7 laps. I think you have to try something after that bad start. So he's in the pit lane already. Pretty special exit in Abu Dhabi, like you're seeing here. It's not even outside. They have like a little rooftop. Yeah. Now we have some problem with Trophy Reno, and also Billy has some problems because Maestro down in front of him, and then a contact here, and Billy and Maestro. Billy completely missed his braking point. And the Maestro got it. He's down to P5 here. Can he get back in front of Teddy here around the inside? Yes, he can with DRS. Can Teddy stick hit around the outside? No, he can't. That's unfortunate again. But Billy with the contact with the Williams here. No, Billy's a bit having some difficulties to to stay stable. He's gonna go to the pits after that lap 8 out of 29. He's going to the pits for the Racing Bull. I think he's gonna put new art tires. We'll see where he's gonna put new medium. That will be interesting also to see. I saw some people doing it in my other Abu Dhabi race, but yeah, now he can put orange, and yeah, he killed his Meccano while going out of the pit, but that's a detail. Skill bike in the pits, also new art for the Ferrari. There you go. Now Mato is 6th in front of Maestro in second. Maestro with also a late braking here. But Kendrick's now is really living his best life. Kendrick's living his best life. 3.3 seconds in front of Mato. That's his best life. I'll stop singing. But Maestro is really close to the finish driver. Alive with Mato now. Can you try and move? Teddy also there to try to pick up what's going to be left of that battle. Really close to 3 drivers and another one. And Dubs are not too far away. Here's behind also. Big battle for that 2nd place and for the 2 place on the podium here in Abu Dhabi. Maestro and Kendrick's in the pits. Kendrick's pitting at the beginning of lap 9. Going to the Mercedes pit crew. Going seeing his Mercedes pit crew. New art tires for the Canadian driver. He's back on track now. Super pit stop for the German team here. Everything has gone fine. There you go. Kendrick's out on track. Bim bidi babidi boom. He's out in a P9 just in front of All-Rain 2K. Perfect. So now new race leader Lava Mato is leading the race now with Maestro behind with DRS. Can he try and move? No, he can. We'll see if he can in the second DRS zone now. The Maestro very close in the gearbox of the Haas driver. And he going out around the outside, baby. Yes, he can. He's gonna go for it. It's gonna be easy pass in the end. Maestro now in the lead of the race. Magnifico from the Maestro. Realtor and Liebag, they're side by side. Oh, and Realtor defending his position really well. And Liebag going on the inside, almost contact in the Sauber and the Williams. Liebag gonna let pass the Sauber back. A gentleman here from gentleman move from Liebag here. They're in the pits after all that. I'll drink again some water. I'm losing. I'm having some trouble with my voice, with my. But oh, and Teddy, the first one to do the medium strategy. There you go. The first one not put Art on his first pit stop. New Arts for the back on this side. O'Rain in the Alpine also in the pits, and we have also the other Alpine in the pits, so it's going to be double stack for your French team. So it's going to be not having a Renault engine next season. That's going to be a relief for them. They're going to have a Mercedes engine that's going to be real better, and I hope with that they can do more better performances, because for me Mercedes engine is going to be the best in 2026, but in my opinion. And we are doing the medium strategy here, while already doing the medium or strategy for the moment. I think if I saw well. No, he's doing the medium also. Okay. Well, in the Alpine, the two are doing medium strategy. Let's go. That's perfect. And that's perfect. Kendrick's already in 6th. It's looking very good with that undercut on the others. But maybe Maestro or anyone else who has try one stuff that would be very interesting. I don't think Kendrick's can go to the end with that set of tires. I would be really surprised, but you know, with Kendrick, you never know. But I'll be pretty surprised. There is not bidding. Obviously, with the R's gonna go a bit far in the race, more than Lava and another one. Obviously, it's gonna go for also. Really already pitted. That are the set of tires. 2 laps already on that fresh rubber here in Abu Dhabi. Now the RS have a good lead. But not a good lead, 8/10 only, but they're now like gapping another one and Dubsy, 1.4 the gap between Lava Matsu and another one. And at least 2 seconds between another one and Maestro, so yeah, they're getting some distance on the others, Lava and Maestro. But now Dubsy going to head the move easy with the RS on another one. Dubsy a bit of a late break. But he's still in front now in page 3, just behind his teammate. Lava Mato with a DRS can another one try and move and fight back with Dubsy. Oh, he can't. Dubsy is now in 3rd. The Canadian driver Dubsy now in 3rd, baby. Then we have G-Walls in the pits. Now Leo Leebag also in the pits. New medium for Leo Leebag. New R's for the Ferrari of G-Walls. There you go. For their pit stop. I think we'll wait for Lava and for another one to pit. That's for sure at the top. We're gonna start lap 12 now when Maestro gonna cross the line. So Mato not pitting, another one not pitting. Also I think they're gonna maybe try to extend for one stop here. So I think if they go to like lap 13, yeah, that if they pit next lap at the end of this lap or next lap, I think they'll manage to do one stop in my opinion. Kendrick's fastest stop of the race, 1.6 seconds now behind Realtor that have not pitted yet. Also, Realtor also maybe trying a one-stop strategy here. Zicario, he's pitting. That's close for one stop, but he could try it here. Probably in this lap. It's gonna be new arts for him. There you go. And also a new wing for Zicario here. Sadly, it's gonna cost him some time. But he'll be back on track with the best car. Possible that Sauber could deliver him this weekend, a little buggy exit of the pits, but we're all good. Match right now at 1.2 second gap between him and Lava Mato. Mato have a 1.6 second gap between him and his teammate Dubsy. Only rebuttal now is another one at Dubsy. Kendrick getting past Real Tour here on the outside with a fresh rubber. Pretty easy pass from the Canadian driver on the Sauber driver here. Another one now. It's 5/10 behind Dubsy. Can he put pressure on him? And the top 10 is Kyle White passing Menzo with 3 laps fresher tires here. Really interesting. That's Lava and another one gonna pit this lap. Lava going to the pits. Another one easy following. No, he not following. He's going for another lap at least for the Racing Bulls here. Lava in the pits. Maybe for ours, I think obviously trying to go to the end with that rubber here, that white tires. Lava, New Yard, there you go. Real Thor, same thing is gonna be for him, I think. And that Sauber team, he just saw his Sauber pit crew going into the place for him. pretty new arts, pretty good stuff for Silver, and they're back on track here. Lava get out in 8, 5 seconds behind Jonah, and like a lot behind Kendricks. We have a yellow flag, but everything is good. And Teddy is now in 6th, and gonna go get past Billy here with the DRS. Teddy up to 5th now. Teddy up to 5th in front of Billy. Good overtake from the Red Bull here. There's 7 seconds behind Kendricks. Another one gonna make the move now. Another one now with Dubsy. Dubsy is keeping position. Trophy Mourinho is out of the race, sadly for him. But Dubsy managed to defend on another one. And yeah, I have some trouble saying that on another one, but pretty funny. Another one gonna go to the pits, I think. Yeah, another one is going to the pits. There you go. I mean, new arch frame also. I think him gonna be very in a good posture to do the one stop here after extending his relay at the maximum. I think pretty much with that medium compound tires. New arch for him. We go to the end with that. Perfect. It's a bit. I think it's buggy again. Yeah, was buggy again in the pits for the Racing Bull, but he's back on track in P8. I think he's gonna be in front of Real Tour. Yes, she is clearly. So back on track in P8. There you go. I have only 2 hard runners at the top. WC and DRS have not pitted yet. And Guian with a chicken penalty at the back. There you go. So yeah, Kendrick's already 1.2 behind WZ, and he's like only 4 seconds behind Maestro after that. But remember, if WZ Maestro do one stop, and Kendrick's have to do another stop after also, they're on the same pace pretty much. So yeah, it's track position, it's real position at the moment that they're battling for. But Kendrick's have fairly fresher tires, and it's gonna go up into P2 for the Canadian driver in that Mercedes car. Next target is gonna be the Maestro with that fresher tire. I think it's gonna be pretty much easy to catch him for Kendricks. In P4 also with the fresh medium, he's gonna be obligated to do another stop because he chose to do a dull medium stint at the beginning of the race. You know, if Kendricks by miracle could extend to the end, he could finish the race with that compound. Compared to that he couldn't do it because he used 2 times the same tire, 2 times the medium. Sorry for the sound when I drink some water, but I have to. If not, I will not talk all the way to the end of this race. Well, Lava 3 seconds. That's early for him. That's early Lava battle, that's for sure. That's not the best situation for him. 3 seconds on already. Lap 15 out 29. We're mid race at the moment. Even past mid race. Interesting. Kendrick's reducing the gap from Maestro. 2.8 now. It's really getting down real quick. 2.15. No more really DRS battle now. No one is in really DRS range of another driver, sadly. But Kendricks is coming on Maestro. Maestro's gonna extend his stint for sure again for a bit of laps if he wants to do the one stop. At least until lap 18, I think maybe lap 17. They put new mediums now. It's lap 16 starting. Kendricks is 1.6 behind that Maestro. Dubsy is gonna pit. I think he can go to the end with that medium compound tires after when he's gonna pit. But Maestro gonna be in a better posture than him. Better place and position than him. Dubsy with the new medium tires here. There you go. Super pit stop for Ass. Number 72 is back on track. There you go. Going through that pit exit. That's perfect for Dubsy. The Canadian driver is gonna be back in P8, just in front of Real Tour, H-Town Real Tour. There you go. Sector 3 yellow, nothing to worry about. We're approaching slowly the end of the race. Kendricks now 5/10 into the DRS of the Maestro. Can he make a move? Not for the moment, but he's 3/10 behind It's gonna come sooner or later for Kendricks on the Maestro. Maybe he's decided for the DRS Maestro to pit this lap. We'll see if he decides to do so in the next few seconds. Yellow flag behind LP. It's O'Rain. What happened with him? O'Rain going pretty slowly, but I don't think it's going to cause any safety car here. He won't have any damage, nothing in the wall, nothing. That's good. Yellow is gone from the track. Jonah's second penalty is his second one of the night. 6 seconds now for Jonah. And Maestro in the pits here. At the beginning of lap 17. O'Rain 2K with the second penalty. Gonna be a new medium for the Williams driver for sure. To go to the end of this race. There you go. Super pit stop at Williams. Lap 25, not lap 25, but number 25 on his car for the Maestro. He's gonna get out into P6, I think, or maybe P8, P7. Yeah, I think it's gonna be P6. Jonah getting the pits also. Pitting again for new second pit of the day for the American driver with 6-second penalty. Still to serve at the end of the race. They're gonna be out in P9. Billy, 3-second penalty. Oh, Billy! No, Billy! 3-second, no. And Lavamato with a good opportunity on Billy. He's gonna set it around the inside. Nice bam move by Lavamato, getting up to P3 here. Very good move. Very good move. That's fair enough. Dhabi and Maestro are still in a good position with that new medium compound of tires. O'Rain is out. It's in the pits, so we're not gonna have any safety car. O'Rain left. We're all good. There you go. And also, the rest of Dubs do not have to pit anymore. Kendricks, I think, gonna have to pit again. Teddy, all gonna have to pit again. Even Billy. Another one in Mato, I think, is gonna go. Another one and Mato, I think they're gonna go to the end, but yeah, Billy in the pit, you see, they're gonna have to pit again, that's for sure. And we have the perfect example here with Billy, pitting for new hard tires here. There you go, a new wing also for Billy. Bing bang, changing all that. We're good to go back on track for Billy. There you go. He's gonna go out in like P10. For the Racing Bull driver, yeah, P10. Not pretty good. Not really any bad holes on track at the moment. Lee Bag is 8 times behind Nguyang, but it's not super interesting. At the top, it's pretty much we'll wait until like people start catching up. Like Maestro is starting to catch another one for that for sure. You gotta catch him up in the next few laps, I think. We are waiting a lot on Kendricks and Teddy to pit in the next few laps because we know they have to do another pit stop, so yeah, maybe decisive. Sadly, I can't see the tire wear of the drivers. I would like to see the tire wear of the tires. It would be nice if they add the figure in the 26 update, but I don't think they're gonna do it because, like I said before, EA Sports are pretty lazy. But Teddy is now bidding for new hard tires. There you go. Maestro passes lap. Not a surprise at all. 2 seconds behind another one. Maybe 1.9. Teddy's gonna be out into P7, I would say. Yeah, P7. Jordan not gonna be in front of him. Teddy's in P7 here. At the exit of the pit lane. Yeah. Teddy in P7 at the exit of the pit lane with still a penalty to serve at the end of the race. 3 seconds will be it. Ski Bike in the pits also in P11. And that's Ferrari. And Wang also in the pits. TRP also in the pits. Everyone is doing their second stop if they have to do a second stop. And TRP was on his stint with 17 laps full of hard. That was a pretty good steal from the Aston Martin, but now he's putting a new fresh medium. I think it's gonna feel good for him on track now with that new fresh rubber here. DRS 1.2, 1.3 is getting Very close to another one, but another one also catching a lava matter in front. We'll still have to wait to see if Henry's gonna pit or not. I think he's gonna try to bid at the latest he can in that race. I don't know. I don't think he can do. Can he go to the end? I don't think so. It's gonna be 20 laps on ours. That would be very, very impressive from Kendrick City if he do that. But we never know. Never know. Maestro is 1.1 behind another one here. Another one is 1.4 behind Lava Matteo. Fastest lap from Billy, 26.153. Very interesting here. DRS is gonna have DRS on another one pretty soon. Now, I think it's gonna be right now. Moment. Yeah, 8 tenths, 7 tenths. You have DRS. Yes, you have it. The Maestro have the DRS on another one. That's every time for the Maestro now. Gonna get up to page 3 in the next few laps, I would say. Is Kendrick gonna pit or not? That's the question we all have. Yes, we're gonna pit. Kendrick's on the beginning of lap 21. Decides to pit. It's really gonna be for new medium tires, that's for sure. In my opinion. Kendrick's in the pits, yeah, new medium prepared for him. The Mercedes box. And so Peppa stuff from the German team. Gonna get back to P5 or P5 I would say. Getting WC. Yeah, P5 in front of Teddy. Well, Lava is now leading the race. The Finnish driver Lava Mato, a new leader of this race, with another one in second, and Maestro in third. At the moment, he's being in the best position to win that race is Maestro, with that fresh medium tires and that really little gap with him and another one and Lava Mato. Maestro 2 tenths behind another one into the braking zone. With the medium, you have more traction in the exit and can brake later than the other drivers he is fighting with. Now Kendrick is P5 and he's very close to Dubsy with 5 laps fresher tires than the other Canadian that he's fighting. 2 Canadians are gonna be fighting for that P4 in the next couple of laps. On the Maestro, very close on the gearbox of the Racing Bull. He wants to pass, that's for sure. He's gonna wait, I think, until the DRS zone. And after, he's gonna try to get Lava also. Or Rain joined back, but he still is the TNF screen, so I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, the DRS Maestro 2 tenths behind another one. Very close still. And migrating hose. That's not a good sign, you know. What happened? Please help me. What is this? No. Mikey, that's so not right, Mikey. No, Mikey, no. That's so not right, Mikey. Mikey, no, Mikey. Mikey, no, Mikey. What happened, Mikey? I saw not like Mikey. Mikey, no, Mikey. Mikey. I think crash. Lobby crash. Or do I crash? I think the lobby crashed. Lobby died. Okay, I'll just quit myself. What do we do at this point? What the hell? That's pretty rare, you know. Rare, yes, but at the same time, no. But it's esports. It's not, not a surprise because it's esports, so I'll be crashed. I don't know what we're gonna do. Don't know what we're gonna do. I'm gonna wait to see a decision. I'm gonna see if I decision. I'll ask. We'll wait for decision. Yeah. Good whole year. Yeah. But I think I'll stop there then. If it's finished. Still waiting because I don't know exactly. Sorry guys, that's for sure. Just want to be sure because there's still people that are talking about restart, but not sure. Not sure. Magic. Okay, so I think we'll have a sprint, if I understand. So I'll see if we do a sprint, we'll have to wait a bit. Yeah. So okay, we'll have invites. So not five, Mikey. Mikey, no, Mikey. No. 25. We'll see if it's a sprint or 25% or anything. And we're waiting. I'll just wait. Wait, be patient, guys. Sorry. Nothing. Not. It's not from our control, obviously. And obviously, yeah. But yeah. It's out of our control. Oh, invite. I'll join, we'll see if people are down. I'll join to see. Oh, you want me to join? That's nice. Mm-hmm. Well, I think we'll have a restart. We'll have a 7 laps sprint. So all those 7 lap sprints, what was remaining in the race, if I understand well. Obviously, I don't think we'll have a lot of people watching these because we had to stop in the middle. Oh, maybe you have some people. Yeah, I'm not sure. But sorry, obviously, about that. Gonna be a bit long to set up, but we'll have 7 laps of racing. I can now talk about Helmut Marko being fired, like I wanted to talk earlier on. No, but just Helmut Marko is being fired. I don't know, I just wanted to say it because it was in the news in F1 in the today, I think it was. Yeah, today. So yeah, Marco is out. No more Marco. I think that's a good news for F1. But yeah, clearly a new era for Red Bull with Marco not being there. Horner is gone. Newey is gone. Whitley is gone. Everyone is gone. The only one remaining is Verstappen. When Verstappen is gonna be gone, there'll be no one left. Because clearly Verstappen is gonna be gone in the next few years. I think in 2028 when his contract ends, or even before if he don't like the 26th regulation, he's gonna quit and go do some other type of racing like endurance, IndyCar, NASCAR. I don't know what he's gonna do. He's gonna do what he wants, but he's not gonna do any F1, you know. And he won't come back apparently. So, what I did, I don't know what I did. Anyway. Oh, I just removed spectator. Okay, there you go. Well, we'll have to wait for everyone. No. We only have 10 drivers, so yeah. Maybe some people are not down for a sprint race. I don't know. I'll go see the score of the game. Ah, ah. Me, I like the Canadian and the NHL, and they're losing 6-1 at the moment. So that's very nice, bro. Yeah. I was expecting this kind of game when the game started by 2-0 very fast, but yeah. Yeah. Don't seem like the people are gonna join back, sadly. Seems. Still waiting. We'll see if we have a restart. But only 12, not the best. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Being very patient. Ok. Finish. Finito. Announcement. Arrive. Both McLaren or DS. Non, c'est pas ça. No, miss call. Race is over, guys. It's finished. Not enough people are joining back. Good job, everyone. So yeah, finished. Ciao. Bye bye. Thanks, guys, for being there all this evening with me for that race. Sadly, we cannot have a restart and the lobby crashed. Not enough people will join back. I think people take in their mind that it was finished or that the lobby crash. It's life, it's happened. But yeah, so good job to everyone. Well, it's still a good race, even if we didn't have the chance to finish it. The points will be awarded as it was at the last lap of the race. I think like 20, it was lap 22. We crossed 75% of the race mark, so we'll have full points awarded to the drivers that were in that position. We'll take the standings for lap 22. So yeah, thanks guys. See you next week in Singapore for round 10. Have a good rest of your night and a good week. See you next Tuesday. Ciao, bye.